I quickly want to now cut across to the spokesperson of the German embassy joining us here on India Today. Sebastian, welcome on India Today. What's it been like so far? We saw Chancellor Olaf Scholz and that very warm greeting and exchange with Prime Minister Narendra Modi. What's the day progressing like so far?
Yeah, thank you very much for having me on the show. I'm very, very happy to be here. And it's not the first time that Chancellor Scholz is coming to Delhi. He was here earlier this year for a bilateral visit. He was greeted even with military honors. We are very happy to be back. We are very happy to support India in what has been a really path-breaking G20 presidency. I think India has taken G20 to a new level. The multitude of meetings in so many different places, so many German ministers and from all G20 countries saw the diversity, the wonderful landscapes, the customs and the modernity. And I can only speak from the embassy perspective. And there were so many ministers, including the Chancellor, right. India has shown to the world it's really like.
Sebastian, thank you very much. It is very heartening. You know, I'd want to understand from you the progress in the conversation that is happening. Conflict. You know, India has repeatedly said in conversations with Russia, this is not an era for war. But I believe the Ukraine issue has been discussed at length, especially because of food, fuel and fertilizers. But what is it that Germany is looking at?
This is a political question, so you will understand me that me as a spokesperson of the German embassy cannot answer this question because there are people here who are far more skilled than me in answering this question. I can only tell you what my ambassador said yesterday, is that Germany supports India in finding a consensus on this very difficult topic, and this is all I can say right now.
And is that consensus, how difficult would that be, given India's point of view has been that G20 as a platform should be harnessed to bring a change, a positive change in the lives of people of the developing world. Is there forward movement on that? What do you make of African Union now being a part of the G20?
I think that's a wonderful achievement of India's presidency, and this is a great idea that Germany has been supporting ever since it came up. We strongly support the African Union. We have a strong partnership of Germany and the African Union, and I think to broaden the table, as was said in the last days, to broaden the table for many countries from Africa, that is a great idea. So we can only congratulate the Indian presidency on that.
What's the next step now? The road that India set out to achieve, the goals that India had set out to achieve 1 year ago, and the progress in the past 1 year. It's still a couple of months to go before India hands over the gavel to Brazil. But in your appreciation, in Germany's appreciation, has this grouping, has G20 been able to achieve some of the goals that it set out to achieve 1 year ago?
I think when we put the declaration apart, because that is not yet certain, India has certainly put on the agenda a lot of topics that are high on the priority list in Germany as well. I would start with sustainability and green economy. So India has put forward the LIFE initiative by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. That's an initiative that Germany supports. Germany and India have a green and sustainable development partnership, and it was the Chancellor and Prime Minister Modi themselves who kicked off this partnership on the last governmental consultations in Berlin. So what does it mean? It means that Germany supports India with roughly 1.3 billion euros a year to transform into a greener economy, to be engaged for more biodiversity and to tackle climate change. And this is something that has to be done on our side of the ocean and on the Indian side as well. So we all sit in the same boat. And I think in particular this green topic we can learn from each other. So we are very, very happy that sustainability, that green topics were put so much high on the agenda on the Indian G20 presidency. The second topic that I want to mention is gender equality, is women empowerment. Okay. I think Prime Minister Modi has made this topic really center stage. And I want to mention briefly that Germany, we have adopted a feminist foreign policy, which I think goes hand in hand or has the same direction. So to put women on the center of development and to be engaged for more gender equality, I think that is the second important topic where India and Germany really share the same values.
Okay. Sebastian, for joining me here on India Today. For the moment, many thanks.